agents coming to get control of this building and the people inside. They detained about 24 people, searching only apartments where no rent was being paid. So far, we don't know if they got the high-value targets they've been tracking. One guy did display a Tren de Aragua tattoo. But the new detainees are being held and processed at this ICE facility in Broadview.
300 federal officials to that apartment complex. Some even rappelled down from Blackhawks onto the rooftop in order to help secure that perimeter. Now, they were searching for suspected members of the violent Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua. Of course, TDA has been designated as a terrorist organization under the Trump administration. Now, it was the biggest show of force that we've ever seen on the ground here. We had agencies, FBI, Border Patrol, ICE, and ATF all involved here, and they were all looking for targets in that same exact building. It was a 5-story building. It was a tall task for them, and anything could have gone wrong, but luckily the operations went pretty smoothly. Preliminary reports show that about 30 illegal immigrants were arrested in this operation, some of them suspected Tren de Aragua. Now, we talked with Chief Gregory Bovino, who's running the operations on the ground for many of these ops in Chicago, and he had some words for people that are pushing back against his operations. Take a listen.
How about you lived in the apartment next door to Tren de Aragua members that are trafficking in prostitution, guns, drugs, and taking advantage of American citizens in a violent way? Why don't you live next to them and then see how much of a Gestapo or a Nazi we are?
Federal agents went into homes in the South Shore area last night carrying out immigration enforcement. Border Patrol officials confirming they were looking for Venezuelan gang members.
They say that they arrested more than a dozen people. Fox 32's Joni Lum has more.
A Chicago FBI official confirms the raid in South Shore was part of targeted immigration enforcement, and multiple law enforcement agencies were involved. Neighbors say they were awakened by loud noises in the middle of the night and saw that federal agents dressed in military-style uniforms had surrounded the building at 75th and South Shore Drive. Hundreds of agents were on the scene. A Border Patrol official told Fox News they were seeking 6 high-priority targets, including suspected members of Tren de Aragua, a Venezuelan criminal organization. The official said the building had been overtaken by criminal, undocumented immigrants. One neighbor who did not want to be identified said he saw people being taken out of the building.
I have a lot of mixed emotions about this. You know, I've just moved over here about a year ago, and just seeing it happen in person, it's kind of sad. You hear people screaming, you hear loud bangs and pops, you hear, you see, children outside standing, I don't know if they're with their parents or not. I mean, it's a little scary,
More than a dozen people were taken into custody and are being processed at the Broadview ICE facility, according to authorities.